Yo, what the fuck going on? It's your boy Tony back up in this bitch with another video. And today we gonna talk about this debate that's still kind of going around, and that's none other than the Lloyd Banks versus Fabolous debate. Who's better? And I'm gonna give my answer. Who do I think who's better? I'm gonna say Lloyd Banks by far. Now I fuck with Fabolous too, and Lloyd. These are the two same type of rappers. These are two punchline rappers, and I think Lloyd Banks is better because I've never heard a whack Lloyd Banks bar, but I've heard some whack Fabolous bars. Like in that song he was in with Trey Songz, Say I, he said, I'm trying to kick it like I'm playing soccer. That was kind of whack to me. And then in that song, You Make Me Better with Neo, I'm talking about Fabolous. In that song, You Make Me Better with Neo, he said, you plus me equals better math. That was kind of basic because we already knew he was like some of his punchlines be basic, like like what's called simple association. Like you already know what he meant by that, and we all know just because the bar makes sense, it don't make it nice. Shout out to Michelle Show because he said that. Um, yeah, he kind of do got some basic line, but that's on his like popular songs that was hits back in the day. Like songs on his albums, he be having the hard like that's the thing. Like with rappers like Fabolous and them, like their song that are not singles that got no radio play have the hardest fucking they got the hardest fucking bars in that song versus they songs that are singles have like their most basic bars. And yeah, Lloyd Banks, I never heard a whack bar from him. Never. Never. Even on that song, actually no, I ain't never heard like think about it. Even songs that were singles, talking about Lloyd Banks now, even songs that were singles, he had the hardest bars. Like in that song, I'm So Fly. He said, you know, Banks is cooler than the other side of the pillow. And then another line he said, you ain't gotta go all the way to LA to get your MC8. If you know, you know. So yeah, man. Like, in it, like some of the hardest Lloyd Banks bars, in my opinion, that I heard when he said in that song "Ain't No Click," featuring Tony Yayo off his "Hunger for More" album, the first one, he said, "Go ahead and try to do me harm, soldier, or you'll be in the black bag like grass out the lawnmower." That shit was hard. If you know, you know. I'm not explaining no bars, but yeah, man. Like, in another bar, he said was actually another bar. Hold on. Sorry, I had to do something real quick. And he said in another bar, he said in the freestyle, he said, "I got more hoes than the Chinese phone book." And another bar, he said, "I walk around with my gun like it came with the outfit." And another freestyle, he said, "Only trigger you touch is on a gas pump." And then in another freestyle, he said, "Your bitch blowing on me like Nintendo games." And he said, "These hoes, I'm not surprised they've been the same since school, doing more bending over than the game of pool." And that same freestyle Fabolous was on. He had one of the hardest bars I heard. He said, "Look how empty your pockets are. I could tell you never had 100 grand unless it was a chocolate bar." Oh shit. But yeah, so I think Lloyd Banks is a little bit better than Fabolous. Now, Lloyd Banks is more like the underground type of lyricist, and Fabolous is more of the mainstream because you know Fabolous kind of appeals more to the women a little bit. Now both of them have women type songs. Like Lloyd Banks got Karma, and Fabolous got um Can't Leave You Alone, Make Me Better. Um yes, he got songs like that. You Be Killing Them. But yeah, Lloyd. Yeah, so I think Lloyd Banks will win in a battle, whether if it's a versus or a fucking rap battle, whatever. So that's gonna do it for this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm getting the fuck on out of here.